What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good Friday. Justin here to do a new episode of The List. It's been a long time since, at least it's felt like a long time since I've done an episode of The List. What is The List? If you've never watched an episode of The List before, it's a show I came up with for my channel where I discuss all different topics. It could be about anything. Could be about politics, news, sports, but mostly I talk about wrestling. Wrestling news items I discuss and give my opinion on them. So here we go. Let's start the list. Up first, if you're a fan of MLW, Major League Wrestling, I'm a big fan of them. Big fan. I watch their TV show every single week on YouTube. So check out Major League Wrestling, MLW. They're for free. Their TV show is for free on YouTube every Saturday. They upload it. Probably like Saturday evening, late afternoon. They usually upload their TV show. If you want to watch it on Friday nights, you can watch MLW on BN Sports. It's on a lot of cable and satellite providers. So anyways, Major League Wrestling, this is a spoiler. Major League Wrestling fans, this is a spoiler. So if you don't want to know the spoiler, well, come back in about 4 to 5 minutes. Low Key. He's part of Major League Wrestling. Everybody knows who Low Key is. He was in WWE for a short time, for a very short run in WWE. I believe his name was Caval. It was really stupid what they did with him. They put him with Lay Cool. Lay Cool were his pros. When he was a part of NXT, it was bad. So anyways, WWE, in my opinion, really misused Low Key. The guy's a great talent. I don't know if he had a backstage attitude. I don't know that. And I don't really care if he had a backstage attitude. The guy was damn good talent. The guy's been in TNA a lot and left and came back and left and came back. He's X Division champion. I believe he's been a tag champion. He was in Ring of Honor in the early days, like 02, 03. Maybe 04. Anyways, Low Key is the new Major League Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. He defeated the former champion Shane Strickland for the title at Major League Wrestling tapings last night, I believe. And if you follow Major League Wrestling, Shane Strickland had a bounty put on him, $60,000 bounty. And he could not overcome it. He could not retain the world title. Low Key defeated Shane Strickland. Low Key. I believe this is Low Key's first ever world title. And it goes on to say, and I didn't really want to know this spoiler, but I ended up seeing it on Twitter. I was pretty damn surprised. Low Key, I believe it's his first world title. Goes on to say Low Key will defend his newly won Major League Wrestling World title against Johnny Impact. John Hennigan is his real name. He's going to defend it against Johnny Impact next Thursday in Queens, New York. Major League Wrestling is going to New York, Queens. They have a big show there. Hopefully the ticket sales are really good. So again, Low Key is the new Major League Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. Low Key is the sixth MLW World Heavyweight Champion in their history. The first champion was Shane Douglas. And then there's a Japanese talent. I can't pronounce his name, but he's pretty good. Then there's Mike Awesome. Then there's Steve Corino. Then there's Shane Swerve Strickland. Now it's Low Key. So congratulations to Low Key. the guy's always been a great talent, in my opinion. Again, support Major League Wrestling. Support All Pro Wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan, support All Pro Wrestling. Support Major League Wrestling, New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact, WWE, NXT. Support it all. Support Shimmer, support Stardom. That's who I support. I support all those companies. I don't watch as much New Japan as I would like to. I don't have the time, but New Japan's really good. So now to the next topic on this episode of The List. Maria Kanellis is ready to come back to the WWE after giving birth to a baby girl. Maria posted on her Instagram. I'm a big fan of Maria. If WWE doesn't want to use her right and push her as a top heel manager, they're really stupid, because Maria has it all. Maria has a look. She has a talent on a microphone, and she's a great heel. She could be a great heel manager for her husband. But sadly, I don't think WWE's going to even put Maria's husband, Mike Kanellis. I don't even think they're going to put the guy on TV. I think he's a part of Raw. I think he went to Raw. Maybe he's on SmackDown, but the guy's never even appeared on Raw yet. Once. He's never wrestled. All they're going to do is job him out, in my opinion, because the creative team is stupid. Or Vince is stupid. Vince should push Maria and her husband. They're great talents. They were damn good in Impact Wrestling. They were damn good in Ring of Honor. So Maria went on to say that mommy is ready to get back to work, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Come see the most talked about couple in wrestling. Prior to joining the greatest show on earth, WWE, imagine what could happen. This is, I guess, Maria posted this on Instagram. It's her Instagram account. Imagine what could happen if self-made talent could meet the biggest marketing machine of them all. An overnight success is when explored meets opportunity. A superstar is when a talent meets WWE TV time. She goes on to say, I'll be down in Florida at the beginning of August fighting for the time, even if I'm doing it with a stretched out mommy belly, skin, and a baby on my hip. She goes on to say, I don't have a college education saved in the bank for my baby girl, so mommy has to go back to work. Just call me Mommy the Money Maker. That's what she goes on to say. So anyways, I like Maria a lot. I always have. Maria's a great talent. I liked her when she was in the Diva Search, and then when she got hired. And Maria has done the best work outside of WWE and her husband so far. I just hope they get a shot and a chance and an opportunity to shine and do what they can do best. Their gimmick they were given, their WWE debut, was not very good. It was a couple of love or some stupid love couple. It wasn't that good. Just have Maria be a heel manager for her husband. Have her cheat for her husband, and so he can win matches. So all I gotta say is Maria is way too talented to not be used the right way by WWE. Her husband is too, Mike Kanellis. like calling her Maria's husband. But to my opinion, Maria is the bigger star. So congratulations to Maria that now she's a mother. And I just hope WWE uses her to her best ability because she's really, really good. If they don't use her right, I'm afraid Maria and Mike Kanellis, I'm afraid, will probably ask for their release, or they might get released in 2019. I hope they don't, but they might. And then Maria, she'll succeed. Well, whatever company she goes to after WWE, I'm sure her and her husband will succeed wherever they go, because I don't think WWE's going to ever use them to their full potential. And I don't think they'll ever use them right. I don't trust WWE. Anyways, next topic. So Maria wants to go back to work. I hope her and her husband, Mike Kanellis, get a great opportunity on TV and get a lot of TV time and succeed. So next topic is, I believe this will be one of the final, only two more topics I'm going to talk about. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer, Brock Lesnar will defend the WWE Universal Championship at SummerSlam in August. Now, this was reported, it was on and off, that he wasn't going to defend. He wasn't even going to work SummerSlam. He wasn't even going to appear till the fall to defend the Universal title, which is absolutely ridiculous. I like Brock. I always liked the guy. He's a freak of nature, one-of-a-kind talent. He's box office for the company. But it's not been a good reign. It's Universal Champion. It's not been good. The guy's only defended it at Greatest Royal Rumble. And that's it. That was in April. Brock won't even appear until August to hype up SummerSlam. And it's so obvious he's going to lose the title because he has to train for UFC. It's just his Universal title reign has not been good. Not been good. I know he defeated Goldberg and he's held it a long time, but it's meaningless. Universal title is absolutely meaningless, means absolutely nothing. They should pick it up, throw it in the trash can on Raw. Or Vince or Kurt Angle or Commissioner Stephanie should come out on Raw, have the Universal title, throw it in the trash, and burn it. And just bring back the World Heavyweight Championship. And this isn't Brock's fault. Brock is a great talent. I don't care if he's 40. The guy could still go and destroy anybody. And Brock is still a major draw, in my opinion. But he should not be Universal Champion. His title reign has been an absolute mess. It has not left the fans with the saying less is better or waiting for fewer title defenses means more. No, this is not the 80s. This is not the late 80s where Hulk Hogan only appeared to defend the title like every 4 months at pay-per-views. This is in the 80s. And by the way, Hogan defended his title on house shows a lot. When it was not pay-per-views or Saturday Night main events. He defended the title on house shows, I'm sure. So, anyways, Vince's argument was, well, Brock doesn't need to defend the title on TV or every pay-per-view because then you'll just want to see him more when he appears. Or you'll pay to get the WWE Network. Well, the problem is the guy's only barely defended the title. And that's not good for Raw as a brand. Title's meaningless. Whoever wins the Universal title, good luck. Good luck with trying to build it back up. Whoever wins it, you better have them start defending it on Monday Night Raw and every pay-per-view. Because that Universal title is going to take someone having it other than Brock, other than a part-timer. It's going to take someone else well over a year to get the Universal title back where people will care about it again. Because right now, I don't give a rat's ass about it. It's meaningless. To me, it doesn't even exist until they get it off a part-time. And this is not bashing Brock. I'm a fan of him. I wish Brock the best in UFC. He's in the drug testing program. I'm not hating on Brock. It's just been a total failure of having the Universal title exist around the waist of a part-timer that never can appear to defend it. And Brock left on his contract. I believe Brock only has one appearance left, one match left, and that's going to be at SummerSlam. Goes on to say Brock has entered the USADA testing pool to fight Daniel Cormier. So this would be Brock's last match on his current contract. Brock Lesnar has been Universal Champion since WrestleMania 33 last year. And his last title defense was in April. So I'm sure Brock's going to lose. The fans at SummerSlam will probably be chanting at Brock, "You sold out." Who knows? They probably won't even turn on Brock. If it's Brock Roman, fans are going to be angry at Roman. So last story I'm going to talk about is Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling have got a spot, have secured a spot to work, to have a huge event, big event at Madison Square Garden. They were blocked by WWE to run Madison Square Garden before, so I believe it's early April. So anyways, I gotta go back to find the story, or the article on it. I believe it's early April. It might be the same day as a NXT TakeOver before WrestleMania. Anyways, I'm having trouble finding it. I just want to know the date. I believe it's like April 6th or 8th. Something like that. So yeah, it's April 6th, 2019. Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling book Madison Square Garden for April 6th, 2019. Says it's a landmark announcement. ROH and New Japan have just announced a supercard. They announced it yesterday on Thursday. I'm doing this list video on Friday night. So they go on to say they're proud to announce the companies will join forces to present the Ultimate Wrestling event G1 Supercard to the fans from around the world, live from Madison Square Garden, New York City. It had previously been reported that talks between ROH and Madison Square Garden have broken down. Oh, I believe WWE blocked them. They did block them. I believe they wanted to run Madison Square Garden during the Hall of Fame, which will not be at Madison Square Garden, the WWE Hall of Fame. But obviously, they're not blocking them because they're running Madison Square Garden April 6th, 2019. I guess Madison Square Garden officials decided we want other companies and we're not going to just listen to WWE. And WWE, this is not the 70s, 80s, or early 90s anymore, where you used to run Madison Square Garden once a month. You don't do that anymore. You don't run them once, twice, or once a month, or once every 3 months. You don't do that anymore. So Madison Square Garden, I'm sure Vince McMahon feels Madison Square Garden is his house, and no other company deserves to run it. Well, it's not your house anymore because you don't run enough shows there, in my opinion. Is it the world's most famous arena that put WWF or WWF and WWF and WWE on the map? Yes, Madison Square Garden did help put them on the map. But my point is, they do not run shows there every month anymore like they used to in the 80s. They just don't. So it's not your arena, Vince. It's 2018. It's going to be 2019 when Ring of Honor and New Japan are in Madison Square Garden. Vince, you need to get over it. And you need to face it. That New Japan and Ring of Honor together are competition to you. So they deserve to run it without being blocked. So it goes on to say, Madison Square Garden says they are thrilled to welcome Ring of Honor and New Japan to Madison Square Garden. So anyways, if WWE does try to block this, I believe Ring of Honor and Sinclair Broadcasting, who owns Ring of Honor, will probably take WWE to court to sue them over trying to run Madison Square Garden and blocking it. So April 6th, 2019, ROH, New Japan, I believe this show will happen. It won't be blocked. Even if WWE tries, I believe that ROH will take them to court so they're allowed to run Madison Square Garden. They'll probably win in court. They should win. So now, final story. Major All-In announcement. I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing it for the first time right now. Cody Rhodes made the All-In announcement via Twitter, his Twitter account. Looks like you got a picture of, I believe that's Alicia, the backstage interviewer for Impact Wrestling. In the picture, Don Callis, Ian Rickanami from Ring of Honor, Justin Roberts, the ring announcer for Ring of Honor, I forget his name, some other guy. Anyways, All In's Twitter account said, here's our broadcast team: Alicia, Don Callis, Sean Mooney. That's Sean Mooney. That's odd. Sean Mooney is going to work All In. Sean Mooney, that's a name from the past. I know the guy was doing I believe a wrestling podcast. Anyways, I always liked Sean Mooney. Sean Mooney was a lot better than Todd Pettengill. That guy was annoying. Sean Mooney, Ian Rickanami, and Real Bobby Cruz and Justin Roberts. Anyways, there it is. There's the broadcast team. Also, 2 matches have been announced for All In. Cody Rhodes against Nick Aldis for the NWA title, and Marty Scurll against Okada. All In takes place September 1st. Hopefully it's on ROH streaming service or pay-per-view because I want to watch it, and I will. I believe Tessa Blanchard is also a part of it, and Kenny Omega, and a lot of other talents. So there it is. This ends this episode of The List. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now, everybody. Have a great weekend.